and gentlemen, the Warbosses of Da ApORKalypse.
Hello and welcome to this month's episode of the Warbosses of Da ApORKalypse. And this week we are going to be doing the April Speedwar Showcase, where we look at people's fast buggies after the previous month where we did our stupid buggy things and then we went, hello everyone, do you want to do what we just did and we'll mock you?
Lovely conversion work there, Scar, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's all the work I got done. I've broken my green screen at the same time. I love it. It's like, no, not the palm trees. No. Or coconut trees or whatever it is. I've had too much Malibu, as you can tell. It's probably gone to my head.
The box stayed so closed. How fucking moved so fast.
I snipped the main chassis and the wheels off the sprue and looked
Excellent.
at them. I stared at them and was like, I don't have time for this.
Yeah, fun. But yeah, apart, we got ours done. I can't remember who won. It might have been someone.
The hobby one.
You all ended up with great conversions.
We're all winners. We're all winners.
One is a bit more of a winner.
One of us did get 77 votes, and the rest of us weren't anywhere near 3 digits.
Mm-hmm.
Sid.
Be proud out, Sid. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, did I win?
So modest. I love it.
Love it.
Humble.
I'd like to thank everybody who made this possible. I'd like to thank my mum and my dad for blessing us with these skills, and God for helping with the paint.
Sharpening your blade.
Yeah.
Top.
It was the cup holder that did it. We do accept it was Dred's idea. Yeah, Dred, you're fine. We know it was your idea.
It was the gear stick. It was a gear stick. Yeah.
Just that gear stick that was totally your idea.
And the pandering to capitalism that's I've done it. Yeah, we all have a bit of that.
If only he'd execute it as well as Sid.
Yeah. Oh, have you got some balm, Dred? You're going to need it.
He should have been here.
Oh, yeah, he really should have been. It would have been way funnier. So, yeah, we're going to do what we did with the last time we did the showcase, which actually wasn't that long ago. I think it was it February that we did? So it wasn't that long ago, actually. And normally we'd have other content creators doing it if they wanted to, but, because it was linked to ours, I suppose, we decided that we'd do it this way. So we're going to have a look at what got finished
in April,
and talk about them for a bit, and then we'll chat shit. That's your episode,
right? Bugger the ugly, boom.
Yeah. Bugger with. I presume this is one of the Cromlech bikes, right?
It is. Yeah, it is. One of the ones released last October.
Mm-hmm.
It is custom Daka Snazza Blaster, counts as either. It is pretty fucking swank. I like it.
Isn't it?
I like the little crotch in the sidecar, mind.
Is there a conversion from that power claw? Is that the power claw you get with a kit? I've never really looked at them, other than admired the wheels.
Yeah, Death Roller front wheels. Just
yeah, I like all
just
the
a brilliant idea.
Yeah, the hazard stripes are nice. They are. It's a nice little touch. As in, warning, your death is imminent.
Unlucky.
Is that skull on the front of the Death Roller? Was a little white skull? Is that like?
Oh yeah, that's
a glyph, or is that an imprint of?
Looks like it's freehand, but I could be wrong. It's nice anyway.
On the side, swank, yes, it's very nice.
And then
nice paint job.
Like got yet another example of the skull kit on the fence.
Yeah.
The base is wicked, just with the sort of the gully almost that's worn through front and back, and then you've got that little rickety fence with the skull.
Yeah, it's
cool.
It's been doing some great bases recently.
Really, really cool.
does it?
Great paint job, though. Really, really good paint job. I really like that. Nice, bold colours.
Vibrant. Yes.
Vibrant. You don't see orange on orcs all that much. It's always good to see.
Smashing job. Cracking good work.
I love that power claw.
Power
That
claw.
power
is
claw's
pretty
really,
cool.
really nice. It's got a nice mechie feel to it, so I suppose that's kind of the point of it, isn't it? But yeah, it's really cool.
And all the colours down the side, the orange, the red, the yellow, the flame sort of motif going through it down the sides. It does look pretty cool, doesn't it? It is nice.
I do kind of have a fancy to grab these Cromlech bikes and see if I could convert them into a buggy by like sticking two of them together.
Mm-hmm.
That could be fun. I'm not sure how feasible it would be, but I'm liking the idea of doing it. I've got Evil Sons on the brain now. That's a thing to emphasize, I think. Because, I'm building more vehicles. That's happening.
It's definitely doable.
Well, I think I'm going to be facing off against this on Friday. I think I'm going over to his for a game.
Yeah, I heard that.
Probably
That'll
see
be awesome.
the real
Yeah.
screen, which will be pretty cool.
Not jealous. Fine.
You
Nice
had
work.
the pleasure of playing BattleTech with me. Nothing else can live
Do you
up
know
to that.
what?
You know what I mean?
This is it. I peaked. This is, I've had those heights.
Exactly.
Nothing will compare now.
Nothing.
The jealousy and envy cast upon you because of such heights, you know?
That's it, man.
I mean, I peaked in about sort of like 2004. So. And downhill from there.
And before this gets too maudlin, we'll go through past glory days. Shall we have a look at the next one?
Yeah, let's. So it's Cossack's buggy of kitbatchness.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of nice pieces on this.
It could be a snaz wagon. It could be a custom booster blaster.
I've seen those.
It's his Ruka turned into
Oh.
a Boomdaka Snazwagon at the bottom.
Yes,
there.
I'll
You
call
fucking-
it.
yeah, reading words. Apparently it helps. Mm.
Oh, it's
Is
at
that,
the
is that
bottom.
them squiggles at the bottom?
Yeah, them things.
Them's just boring pictures, man.
Oh, yes.
So there's some nice use of truck bits here, and always good to see truck bits sort of jumping around because they always help with the conversion.
Jump up,
And
jump
that's
up.
a really, really snazzy gun on the top.
Is
Very cool. Is that a Redemptor Dread?
That is a Redemptor heavy. Is it the heavy onslaught Gatling cannon?
That's the one, yeah.
That's why I couldn't recognise it's one of the newfangled thingies, isn't it?
it's one of them filthy space marine.
Spaceman.
Those wheels on the back, I recognise those. They're
Wheels on the back go round and round.
They're
I do like off-size wheels.
They're a third party.
Good Ork tires.
It does say good Ork, doesn't it?
It does say
Yeah.
Good Ork.
I saw these the other day and I've already forgotten where they're from. I feel kind of dirty.
They're from a third party retailer.
Yeah. Or they're STLs. They might be STLs. I
That's
do
a
know.
third party.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah. Well, true.
generic
Yeah.
catch-all term. Hey.
Yeah.
AKA, not GW.
Yeah, Cossack does quite a bit of printing, doesn't he, himself?
Yeah. He does do
Yeah,
quite a lot
yeah.
of printing. So I suspect there might be something like Modulork or one of those guys who makes really cool Ork stuff. But yeah, they look really nice on there. And I've always liked the idea of like having a Ork vehicle where you've got like bigger wheels at the back. It's the speedster lover in me.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's got
And I
nice
love that.
Yeah.
I love that intake at the front.
I think that's off the plane, isn't it? The Wasborn blaster jet. The lifted up engine bit with the vents.
Yeah.
Sits in
No,
front of the cockpit.
no, the vent looks too big. Maybe though.
I think it is. I'm not 100% certain.
It's good anyway.
Just
I like it.
97.6.
My inner kit basher is doubting, but I get what you're saying, Sid. Not to
Also-
call you out in front of everyone else and be like, lies!
Well, why not leave a comment below?
Yeah, correct us.
He was correct.
You fuckers always do.
Everyone loves a good rivalry. We could be like Robbie and Gary all over again, you know.
Oh dear.
I don't know what to think about that.
There's no alcohol in this drink, but you know, it may need some.
What you're just thinking is all you do every night is pray. Is that what you're saying?
I take it that's some sort of reference.
You can take that elsewhere. That's what.
Yeah, that was a take. That. Yeah. Oh, kill me! I remember the 90s. Yeah.
Well, back to the conversion. Red Cossack, I love it. The only problem is it's not painted up as a blood axe. It's in filthy blue. But apart from that, it would get a scar near your seal.
Which means
nice.
One or several careful owners.
It's got camo on it.
Blue,
It's camouflage. It's the sky. It's blue. See, look, it's on a blue board. It is camo. You're right, Sid. Fucking yeah.
He's incognito.
Silver lining to every cloud. I like it.
Too bold. Also, a nice use of having the truck ram at the back, which means anybody trying to climb onto the back to get the turret is going to get spiked.
Like the little grenades as well. The little bottles on the back.
Yeah, on the back.
Yeah.
Just lots of nice little bits
Oh,
that
yeah.
add character. Yeah. Grand.
He's got a little rack of them in here at the top behind the gunner. Yeah, looking cool. Nice one, Cossack.
Yeah, spot
And then
on.
we've got Cornice. This idea of the buggy with a big gun on the top seems to have really caught on. No wonder someone got 77 votes.
I wonder where they got inspired. Oh. Just here. I'll let it pop down, fucking.
I need a hat just to keep it all together.
Hey.
Right.
At least the belt. It is nice. It is nice, this mine. So it's on a truck frame.
Look at that base. Look at that base. Dirty. Whoa. It's proper filled.
I mean, it's got the is it the booster blaster wheels at the back and the front? It's the one with the rivet gun.
Yeah. It has got the booster blaster wheels.
But I think looking at the side, it's truck frame. You can see that it's got the truck frame on it.
Custom looted blaster from a truck frame, Death Dread, plastic card, and spare bits. Jesus.
It's got the big zap gun on it as well, hasn't it?
Yeah. That's from the Battley wagon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it has the lobber, from the that Death Roller sprue that used to be separate, but is now included in the battle wagon with the extra price. Yeah. As the bottom of it. Yeah. Schwank. I like it.
I like the gunner himself. He's got he's got a big sort of handle on the side of the gun.
Yeah.
So you can sort of swing it in the rough direction that you want it. It's useless for aiming, but that seems to fit, doesn't it? Yeah.
He's a multitasking orc as well. He's got stick bombs everywhere, and sure, I'll just swing the gun around as well, just to finish it off, just to make sure.
And the back's acting like this is a John Woo film. It's really good.
Yeah.
Liking that. Yeah. That's good stuff. The basin is
is superb.
Totally.
Anybody who goes to the effort of having at least 3 different features, and this is more like 4 or 5. It's just really, really good.
It looks like it's slightly darker underneath intensely, like there's someone's tried to paint a shadow on. I can hear Dread squeeing with excitement from here. Shadows on the base and all, dirty.
Oh yeah, and the front jaw plate, the ram on the front Death Dread kit. Finally spotted a Death Dread bit.
Yeah. I love
it goes well.
I think the ram on the front line's just off the custom booster blaster.
No, it's the Death Dread jaw plate.
It's the jaw plate.
With the little spikes added. And then the front bit is also from the truck as well.
That is the custom booster blaster. And that's the original draw plate on it, which it does look very much like the Death Dread one.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
So they stole the Death Dread one. Pre-looting. See? You don't even have to loot your own vehicles these days. That's how advanced it's
I'm
gone.
all that way, then that way, that way, then that way, that way, then that way. If you follow.
And I'm assuming that's a third-party engine as well. I assume.
No, it looks like the engine. With exhaust DJ,
band belt, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's good. I like. Next, we've got Toffee Troll. I love this. This is really good, this one.
It's got like... It is wicked, mind.
Brilliant.
So, Toffee Troll decided to kind of be a bit contrary like me and went for a... deliberately opted to do like an actual squig buggy, but making it from not a squig buggy, which I like. I'm really, really pleased with it. And the cannon on the back is just amazing. The flames are just really, really well done.
Was he taking like the £100 Gorkanaut model and made like a £40 model of it? I like his style.
Yeah. There ain't no kill like overkill.
Is it a battle wagon in a Gorkanaut?
I think it's a truck. I think
Is it a truck?
Gorkanaut, yeah.
Oh, well.
Too many of the bits are truck.
Oh, yes, there we go. You can see from the front.
130 something quid's worth of miniature for £40. Yeah.
Like I say, there is also some squig usage in there as well. But
yeah, I do like the squig on the chain hanging from the side. You know, the
That
wrecking
is a
ball.
brilliant idea.
Instead of the wrecking ball, yeah, that's
wicked,
class.
more
And
people are going to be doing that.
And the
that's
squig
cool.
getting fired out the cannon, who's just an orc in a mask. Sort of. He's got the whole squig thing around his head.
You can just imagine the orc that's about to fire it, loading it, and looking in, and goes, "Yeah, that's fine." Into the back, just pulls the
Dave,
lever off.
is that you, Dave?
Flies.
I'm not Dave, I'm squig. All right. Ah!
Nice bit of OSL on the lights as well.
Yeah.
Glowy. Proper
Well-
job. Well
Good
done.
job. Next, we've got the little J with. Is that? I'm guessing that's a booster blaster, is it?
Shock drum dragster. Jesus Christ, he's posted it there. They're telling you. I don't know. Maybe it's this one.
Oh yeah.
So it's starting
Lords,
to start.
Lords,
as a squig
reading.
buggy kit as well.
Yay.
I refuse to learn the names of those fucking buggies. Fuck them.
Well, the shock drum
Fuck the names. I'm fine with the kits. The kits are fine. But
That's really
Fuck the
cool.
names.
that.
and demonetized if we were. I love it.
yeah.
Started with the squig buggy kit, then went down to scratch build, and basically the entire half of this thing, all these, he's put a lot of effort in the rear
This
end.
is-
Yeah, I mean the front there. You see where what I'm going to call the bonnet is the underside
Yeah.
rear of the squig buggy, where they actually put some fucking effort into the detail before they went out. It's 5 o'clock. I'm off. So that's a really good use of that, because I think we've all said there's some nice detail on the underside, the back third. But that's wicked. That.
I think they're Lego Technic tires on the back, Eddie. Could be wrong. They look somewhat familiar.
No, I think they are GW wheels, but I think the trims on the sides are pretty good. But then again, I could be wrong. You could be right.
I think the trims are off of a third party like tank kit. That looks like a drive sprocket.
Yeah.
Mm. And those front wheels, I love those front wheels because they're like super grippy. Like
Slicks.
yeah,
One slicks, yeah.
I mean, even just angling the front grille out like an air split. What is it? An air splitter or something like that?
What you mean making a shock jump dragster that looks like it's actually got ground clearance?
Yeah, that rear end. My God.
That's so good.
I think there's even like bits of biro pen there as well. Like, look, a big pen.
Is that underneath?
Yeah.
Nice. This is brilliant.
Very
Really
good.
is.
And the rust. Look at the rust. Oh,
Yeah.
The rust
Some
is
lovely
paint
rust
job's cracking.
I'm having to zoom in here.
Yeah. I mean, if I wasn't drinking a beverage, I'd be salivating crazily.
I just love the spoiler on the top and the rockets.
Yeah, this is a
Just
nice one.
amazing.
Nice tidy base too as well. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little deserty one.
Mm.
Yeah. Probably could have gone a little heavier on the. Sorry, Clint, you go.
No, I was just saying the two little screws he's used on the front of the shock rifle, and the shock rifle on the side, isn't it? Yeah, the little OSL with the hazard stripes, and it's very.
Oh
nice.
shit! Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, that's really good.
I like the face on that orc, the driver. I don't think I've seen that.
Where is it from?
Yeah, it's third party. I recognise it. I think it's a Max Mini head, to be honest.
Brain no work.
I'm sure that's a Max Mini head.
Got a bit of the Joker look about him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great,
cracking job.
Yeah, no, I really like that.
Yeah, that's a fantastic conversion.
Now we're bleeding talking. This is really Ali. Willie's Jeep. Can't go wrong, lads. You really can't go wrong.
Oh, the mech bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We found our winner. Yeah, it's class. I like it.
Yeah. See, like...
So that was just obviously a Jeep to start with.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the gun on the back, but is that off the Snaz wagon?
Yeah.
I think so. And then there's like a bit of a Kilocan engine at the very back or something.
Oh, yes, it's
a Kilocan engine, yeah. The jerry can is probably from the Jeep kit itself, but fits fine. And then the front jaw plate, I think that's from the mech gun, I believe. Looks like it is anyway.
No, that's the Boom Decker Snares wagon.
It's the Boom Decker's one. Oh, right, okay.
I think it is, yeah.
Is that the one that's normally got the little grot tied to it?
Tied to the front, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Actually, yeah, it probably is one of the buggy ones, because if it was the Meccan one doesn't have that much, require that much clearance off the ground as that one does. I think this vehicle probably could have benefited from a bit of suspension, like lowering the wheels a bit.
Like dune buggy suspension and a roll cage. Oh, now you're talking.
Yeah.
And a big bleeding spoiler out the back, but still make it a Jeep. Be great.
I mean, a Jeep is a great basis for an vehicle. Like, it's really good.
Nice bit of background going on as well with the some of the buildings. Just
the car buildings.
Someone's being inspired by Clinton cardboard shenanigans.
I was going to say someone's trying to catch Clint's eye, evidently.
Look at me, Clint. Look what I've done. That's not what the mech bear sounds like. Right?
That's probably what he thinks, let's be honest. That's what we all think. Cracking job. Very simple and straightforward. Works the way it is, but you could go further as well. There's a lot more potential. Not to say that there's anything wrong, but
no, I do like it.
Yeah, I do like it.
I want to convert a Jeep now, I must say.
Do you know what? There's a lot of the real world sort of military vehicles I look at and I think, that'd be quite good. But I think, it's a little bit flimsy compared to like a lot of the old vehicles. But the Jeep, Will's Jeep is, I think that's,
nice and boxy.
It's a brick anyway, isn't it? Yeah. It's a brick on wheels. I mean, how?
Orchid.
Now this is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's very
So we've got like I know that flipping orc head piece on the front, but I cannot remember what kit it's from.
It's from the bike.
Haulers, is it?
The head, and then the galvanic servo haulers from
servo haulers,
and like truck wheels, truck engine, deft red shoulder pads,
which do great as trims. Yeah,
they do. Look at this shit.
It's a cracking idea.
Cracking.
Yeah, really.
The rear arse of it's off the battle wagon.
Yeah,
this battle wagony governor bits
very well implemented as well.
Nice.
See, if it's not a brand spanking new kit, I can kind of half tell, what it's made from, what bits and bobs. But if it's new, it's like you've lost me.
That's like the armor panels around the gun, isn't it? They're from the battle wagon.
The battle wagon kit.
Yeah.
It's a nice big gun as well, isn't it?
Door. The fuel barrels behind the engine are off of the Bane blade. Those two.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the other barrel is from the terrain kits, the new barrels.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
There's obviously quite a lot of truck bits. I mean, the truck kit's just great. It's the best kit we've got.
Oh, use the battle wagon base as part of the structure as well. There, if you look underneath. Hmm.
Oh yeah.
And those bits that are used for the rear axle, is that Pegasus Hobbies chemical plant? Is it?
It is the chemical plant.
Fuck
tube, yeah.
yeah.
Fuck yes. Absolutely, 100%, definitely.
I don't even own the kit, but by Christ, I've seen it in that many old school conversions. It's the fucking stuff of legend.
I wish I have some around here, but not handy. That's a shame.
Cracking job. I love this. This is great.
It's very cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I love that gun.
Yeah, it's class.
I'm trying to place it. I think I might be wrong, but is that not the one that used to be the quad part of the quad gun from the old?
Maybe.
Remember the
fence line?
Yeah, that was
the fence line or whatever it was called. Yeah,
that was my first thought. But I mean, it could be some Imperial Guard thing because there's all sorts of tanks that have got stuff like that. But I mean,
it looks Imperial Guardy from like the barrel. Apart from obviously the little extra hooks and spikes that was put on there. Yeah, like
I think it is the Aegis defense line because the back bit there's like a little sort of like there's that little sort of like weird shaped thing that looked. Initially, I thought it was the turret from the battle wagon kit, but I think it's like the little plinth that the Aegis gun quad gun sits on. I've got loads of them.
Maybe, yeah. The Aegis defense line is definitely in for a run. As you can tell, if you build it out on nothing but bits, we go bleeding mental going,
oh, yeah.
What's it made from?
No, great pleasure in this hobby, frankly. I love this stuff. This is all I ever do.
But even like the exhaust coming out of the engine, it's got biker exhaust. It's got the exhaust off the battle wagon, and then it has like is the glyph plate. Is that off of the Death Tread? I could be wrong.
Yeah, Death Tread.
Yeah, I think so. The Death Tread is another very good kit for conversions. So next up, we've got Punk Rat, and this is creative.
Ooh,
yeah. This is some good bits here.
Buzz, Cracker, Ed Splouter, Kraken Co.
Yeah. So that is the big ghostly jaw thing is from the Age of Sigmar. Oh, what's the set called?
The Endless Spells? That?
Yeah, it's the big Endless Spells box. It's the destruction one.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot for the life of me remember what it was called. Maybe it was just called Endless Spells or something like that. I'm sure they
our guy in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is giving me like a Hot Wheels like car vibes. Do you ever see it not a specific one, but just in general the style of it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The madness of it. The sort of unapologetic bravery of just kind of going, we're going to make it look like this. But yeah, there's all sorts of sort of Hot Wheels cars that are kind of like that.
Yeah,
so like half beastie things. Well, quite a few of them because Gaslands. But yeah, I love this thing.
But yeah, that's a wicked idea, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Ghost Ridery kind of thing as well. I've got that sort of little bit of vibe from it.
I like the teeth, the paint job on the teeth on the front.
Yeah, really good stuff.
Yeah, it's nice.
The paint job on the whole sort of
ghosty stuff.
All together. Yeah, it's mint.
It is mint.
Yeah.
I think those buzzsaws are scratch built as well. I think they're made entirely from scratch.
And is that the new wizardy dude or whatever they call them now?
Yeah, the Wargit. It's the Wargit from the War Rig.
Work it, baby, work it. Yeah. There you go. Terrible puns. You're not the only one, Dim.
And the wheel at the back is from some toy, I presume. It's a great choice. It's really good.
That's a fantastic wheel, isn't it? That at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a chunky really
good. But yeah, that is cracking. Very, very creative.
Mhm.
And I really like the paint job as well. That like they're just using like edge highlighting on all of the peaks of the weird warpy energy, and just with a darker color rather than a lighter color, really makes it pop. It's really good.
And then all the metal bits all corroded and rusty and a bit darker. It really, sort of sets it off nice, doesn't it? It's cool.
It's almost like the front of it just got destroyed, and the weird boy was like, "Right, this is my ride. I'm taking over."
Yeah.
Don't worry, lads. I got this.
Brilliant.
Yeah, cracking.
So next we've got Earthman Brick with another one of his scratch builds. So all of this will be made from just bits.
Yeah.
Like literally nothing. And
it's a Jeep again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's another Jeep.
Yeah.
Nice.
A Jeep with a lot of exhausts.
I think not enough. We need more, but it's a good start.
The only thing, clearly this vehicle would announce its presence before it's seen. Well, probably when there's a Harley coming down the road before you see it when you're in the town centre. The only thing I would change about this is because it's just making noise, just to put a trumpet for one of the exhausts or something like that. You know what I mean? That would just for comedy.
I do like the fact that the Blood Axe player, just looked at it, saw a Jeep and went, "Hang on a minute, this is too noisy to be a Jeep. It's not sneaky."
It wouldn't be like a Harley coming down the street. It'd be like a whole bloody chapter of the Hells Angels, wouldn't it, that thing? A beast.
Class. Yeah, it is class, man.
I think it's a driver.
Scratch built as well, I think, yeah.
Yeah, completely scratch built. The whole lot.
Nice rust colour. It's sort of like a Mars sort of dust rust kind of. It's nice. I like it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Just a nice amount of colour on, just to break up the rust, but letting the rust do most of the work. I do like that. Do that sometimes myself. Yeah.
Good stuff. Cables in the engine and stuff, and for a little burst of colour, looks pretty cool as well.
Oh yeah. Really helps make it pop. It's good stuff. And that's also two Jeeps with opaque see-through
windows,
non-opaque see-through windows.
Yeah.
And they're both really good.
Cool.
And they're both complete as well. They must have the carefulest Ork drivers ever.
The first one was pretty scratched up, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they still have the glass in it. That's what I'm amazed about. I'm like, what? Cracking job.
Oh, wow. Look at this.
This is very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So this is Renegade.
Might have taken some inspiration from Dim there on the old eyes, maybe?
Yeah, let's say yes.
Yeah, maybe.
See, this is so much better. I'm guessing
The eyes are nice.
Do you know what this really reminds me of?
What's that little car that used to go around? The little car on the TV show.
Bro.
Yeah. That's the little tiny car. It's the eyes, I think, is what it is. I mean, he looks nothing like him, but it's the front and the character of him. I'm like, oh look.
Yeah,
it's the eyes and the ferocious insectoid mouth.
Hello, children.
Hello, children, run, children.
What it reminds me of is there was an episode of Futurama which was kind of like an homage to the film Christine.
The honking,
that's it. Where Bender turns into a werecar, and when he's in a werecar, the front of that looks very like it.
Yeah, it does, to be fair, yeah.
And I really, really like it. I never thought I'd ever see a goth vehicle and go, that's very good.
Plastic card work. Absolutely cracking plastic card work going on here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that roll cage, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of this must be scratch built.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Excellent.
Well, the bit underneath the gun thing looks like the flint off of a lighter. That's cracking. The pivot mount for it.
I thought it had a truck dozer at the back, but it doesn't. He's made that.
Yeah.
That's good.
And the front wheels as well. I like them. What are they? What's that made of?
Oh, I don't know. It looks like the original battle wagon wheels with the armor plates, like the iron shod wheels.
Yeah.
It's a bit. It's obviously not them, but it's that sort of style.
That
Of it.
style.
Could
Yeah.
they be scratch made?
I think
Possibly,
they are, yeah.
possibly, yeah. That's cracking work. That.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
good.
They're really good.
The armour panels on them wheels look like they're scratch built, aren't they? And put on. He's put them on
Yeah, I
himself.
suspect that might be the case. I think
Yeah.
there might be model kit or toy wheels.
There's some shenanigans going on here, but I like it.
Well, the fact it's fooling us into thinking it's using like official
Exactly.
parts when it's
If
when
you've got to
there's-
look at something and you can't
Yeah.
figure out if it's from a model or
Well, that tells you it's
or
good,
you've
doesn't it?
built it, then you've done something right, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
That's excellent.
I love the rear cab as well. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that now.
Yeah, it's really good, isn't it?
Yeah,
Woodguard made out of like a cap on the back, like the lid off of a drinks bottle or something.
yeah, just really clever.
Yeah,
Really clever.
Ooh.
I've no idea what that gun's off of.
That's that. I think that's probably a toy. What it makes me think of is what were they called? But like makes me think of like there was a like. Sid, you know that company you sometimes buy from has some of that stuff.
Yeah,
the
do you know
Robotech. Is
what?
it Robotech?
That's what I was looking at that and thinking exactly that.
Robotech.
Yeah.
It does have a certain sort of like look about it because I've got a few of stuff, not that exact one, but a few things a bit like that.
Yeah, I was wondering if it's
Robo Gear.
Robo Gear, that's it. Yeah, because I've got a few choice bits of that, but I got it in a job lot, so I've got no idea what kits they're from. A friend of mine sent me them. Hello, Jack, if you're watching. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, no, that's a cracking job, don't it?
There's like there's like a handful of official GW bits, and it's the crew and the fucking skull on the front. That's just so good. Oh man, yeah.
Cracking work.
We should probably move on.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh, this is good as well. Daka Flame, Boom Daka Snazwagon.
That's
Like a
nice.
flacker flame.
That's straight away.
Like a
That's
flame, yeah.
That's a lovely red.
That's a fantastic paint job.
That's yeah. It's not fucking red, but it's nice and worn
Like
in.
muted, but still bright in it. It's
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
Oh, it's got the little grot still tight to the front. That's good to see.
Bless him.
Looks like we've got a similar idea on the back with the wheel trims.
Mm-hmm.
With like some kind of bottle cap thing and then scratchability
Gags on
stuff.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Really nicely done.
Gives it a real sort of.
And those little searchlight things, they're from some tank accessory sprue, aren't they? I think they're from Guard.
Yeah, no, they're from the truck kit, aren't they?
Are they a truck kit? Oh, right, okay.
Hmm.
I love the whole
Recognize
gun.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I
It's a
mean,
nice ensemble.
not just the truck driver sat behind it as the gunner, which is a touch of genius.
Mm.
Not seen for months, but the fact is just
Subtle as a brick.
that, but yeah, like the fact he's got a screen up as well, and there's just the shooters and I think a KMB type energy thing,
Yeah.
the muckle cannons.
It's got a little wheel on the energy bit. You see that like a little with a hand crank bit on it, and yeah, it looks
Yeah.
No, that's
That's just
that's
amazing.
really nice.
insane.
It's very old school Orky. I love it's got guns for days and they're all over the place and it's
What's
yeah, amazing.
is that like the gun that's sit like in the passenger seat?
That's the old truck big shooter.
Ah,
from the,
yes.
from the Gorkamorka truck.
That.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention it. I was keeping a little quiet till there was a lull to go. I love the fact the old truck big shooters in it. That's such a nice touch. It shows it's aged really well because it fits really nicely with the new kit.
Yeah, that's
So yeah, It's probably one of the best big shooters I think that GW ever did. But there's a bad big shooter. There isn't. There's not.
Yeah.
But that's a really good. It's a really good one.
I think the Goblin gun in it is like an old school Warhammer Fantasy Gobbo, I think.
I am trying to place him. It does look like that is a Fantasy Gobbo head, certainly. So yeah, I think that is from the old regular Goblin Regiment, not the Night Goblin one, the regular Goblin Regiment.
Well, yeah, clearly, because he's not in like ye old acolyte cloak.
The spiky bracelet makes it pretty likely that's the case as well, because that's I've got like a few sprues of that left still from, because that's why I used to make my Rebel Grots from back in the day. I used to use Goblin kits. So
love the little. You've got like the wire mesh he's put behind the Gretchen on the front as well. The one strapped to the grill, he's put like wire mesh behind that.
Oh, there's some behind the driver as well.
Oh yeah, nice.
Oh, brilliant. Great.
Yeah,
fantastic grill.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Oh, you little genius. Has he done that? Is that oh yeah. Is that sprue for the grill plate?
It looks
to
like
hold the grill plate on.
Yeah, it looks like
it looks like it's sprue, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And he's put the lights on the nibbly knobbly bits.
Mm-hmm.
God damn you, miniature hobbyist, for making me use that phrase. But I'm just jealous because you've got a better catchphrase than me, you motherfucker.
Nibbly knobbly bits.
Oh God, yeah.
And sun's glyph on the bonnet.
Oh yeah, that's great. I love this. It's amazing.
That is really nice. Beautiful.
That gun on the top is something else. Properly orky.
Just in all of that, and I've only been looking at the first picture, and it's like all of that just from the first picture. There's a lot of stuff in this one.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Excellent stuff. We've got Jackie next with a scrap jet.
That's a lot of shooters at the front there, isn't it?
Just a couple, isn't it?
I think we could probably have a few more.
Go on, say it.
Don't say
the
it.
Decker.
Needs more Dagger.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
So this is made from the jet. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the like the fuselage.
Yeah, it's the actual Dakka jet. It took me a while to really. It's a shame about the pictures. The pictures kind of don't. Making it hard, but can definitely see a few bits. There's quite a lot of the Dakka jet stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've always felt that Dakka jet would make a great scrap jet, obviously. But it's really nice. And I've thought about doing this quite often, but it's nice to see that it can be done. There's room for improvement, definitely, but like using the pistol, pointing the pistol grots to work as a turret grot.
Yeah,
is a good choice. I've thought about doing it quite a few times. I really, really like the tank tracks, because the tank tracks are definitely scratch made from different parts. Those are probably spare track bits from I've got a few spare track bits. They look like they're old. Oh, looks like
It looks like rhinos.
I think it's right. I think it's rhino stuff.
Yeah, they are rhinos. The only thing I'm criticizing is don't use flash, please. It washes out the paint job. I'd like to see. I'd like to see pictures.
Oh, the pics,
yeah. When you take pictures, use lighting rather than flashes, because flashes never help you. I mean, to be honest, lighting can be a bit of a bastard anyway if you don't have the right background, but it makes it harder for us to see the details and stuff. And
I shall have to bottle some up from my holidays and send it forth to you all, just for taking pictures of your miniatures.
I like the tracks running the whole length of it. I think.
I was just looking at that, and I was thinking that the fact that with the fuselage you've got some great exhausts and that on it. The Jackie's put so many thrusters and what have you at the back. If you look at the back, it's just a collection of bloody not so even exhaust, just it's propulsion as opposed to just venting out the air. The fumes, I think they've even used the barrels of the... Hang on, I'll get this right. Custom mega cannons on the Wasbomb blaster jet.
Possibly, but I think there might be...
Is that not then below the main one? You've got the two at the side, which are from the jet, and the one at the top centre, which is originally off the very back. Yeah. Then it looks like you've got the two KMBs beneath it, and then something else below that centre.
Rockets.
It might be the teleport blasters. It's the ones that's normally got the little fucking bubble blowers.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Around the edges.
I think it is from the same kit, but it's still nicely done.
Yeah, whatever I don't know what it's called.
Teleport blasters, I think, yeah. Although, no, because there is two options, so there probably is the KMBs, actually, thinking about it.
Yeah, actually, I think it is a KMBs, because the teleport blasters have got the big domes on them, haven't they? They've got like three of them, and
Yeah.
Either way, though, that's a lot of propulsion.
It just, incidentally, when you've got friends who are Zoomers, a friend of mine had not seen the original sort of Batman films. Actually, the only Batman film they'd seen was Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice, which is easily the worst Batman film ever made.
The only one
and I'm including the 1960s one.
The 1960s one was
Snyder.
Fantastic.
And it is. I do love it. I do love the 1960s.
Fully rusted metal Batman.
Yeah.
Quick, Robin, pass me the Bat Anti-Shark Spray.
Yeah. Quick, Robin. Let's use the sorting people's dust apart machine that I already have.
Quick, Robin, let's get off this tangent. Okay, Batman. No.
Holy distraction, Batman.
Why did I bring that? Oh yeah. So we were watching Batman. We were watching the second one, Batman Returns, and there's a bit where there's like a fire breather is trying to blow fire at the Batmobile, and Batman just turns the Batmobile around and just fucking torches him with the jet from the back. And I'm just thinking, like, yeah, that's what I'd like to see, is like lots of fire coming out the back.
How what the trike can do? The Death Killer War trike can like,
yeah, or focus.
So there's also a scrap jet from Mr. Gind.
Yeah.
Ooh.
A second from the Gind house.
Yes.
I've noticed their plating as well. The flooring that they use. It's nice.
Right, now, I haven't really had a look at this yet. Is this the same fuselage cut in two?
It is, possibly, but also...
Because quite frankly, that's a beautiful thing, if it is.
That's a
beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. It could be.
Very much approved.
But I think the
underneath.
This one has been flipped over, so it's the underneath. But yeah, it's really, really cool.
So is Jackie's just the top?
Yeah, possibly. I don't know. It's a really cool idea. I love those wheels underneath. It's hard to make them out as to what kits they're from, but there's a nice mix, I think. Of wheels.
It's two separate kits. If you look at the amount of the upper fuselage on this kit, it's two different kits because of the exhaust.
I see where the wings go.
Yeah.
They've both got the wing sort of slots.
But even if you see the slot where the exhaust goes, you can see on the Force kit that the full exhaust is there. Do you get me? Like there's about 5 to 10 mil of the kit that's used by both of them. Otherwise, yes, they probably could have used one kit.
Yeah, I really like this one as well. It's cool.
It's class.
I like the V-shaped fins at the back.
Fins at the back, yeah.
Yeah. With rockets on the top, because of course.
For victory.
I like the side-mounted gunner turret as well.
Yeah.
Sidecar.
Yeah.
Sweet.
With a rocket at the back. The tail end of the big bomb in it.
And both of them have used glitter paints.
Because everything should be amazing.
Just why not? Yeah.
Yeah. Mind you, not that I could say it because it's purple. Hey!
It's So next up, we've got Bad Fang.
Oh, Bad Fang.
Ork stuff.
The Milliput masterpiece of madness.
The
Bad
Prince
Fang.
of Tin Plate.
Exactly.
Oh, just fucking love the front of this.
He must eat a truck load of beans just to do conversions.
His flat stinks.
Oh,
That's a lot of chain blades, isn't it?
Oh, that's not enough.
That's it's insane. I love it.
It's like the fucking digger out of the Arnie Total Recall. Screw you, Benny! It's just it's yeah. It's like it looks like it could cut through like concrete.
I think it's like it chews you up the front and then digests you somehow and then pumps you into the shock attack gun.
Yeah, looking at the back, it looks like that's connected.
Yeah.
And then spews you out again.
Brilliant.
It's like, here's your mate's back, but in small, angry bits. Meh.
Have it.
I love the heavy gunner on the back behind the driver. I just love that. I think that is brilliant.
Yeah.
It's really good, and it's nice and old school as well. Like there's a nice old school feel to it, whilst using modern parts.
Yeah. Shock attack gun, Mick. Look at the bore on that gun. Jesus.
I hope he's strapped in when he fires that.
Bang! Just clear off the back. Just fucking backflips. One shot. That's all I need.
One and done.
One and done. Boom. But yeah, like as always with Bad Fang, look at his checkered, his paint job.
Yeah, he flames.
The wheels, the tires that he makes from scratch. He's a madman. I love it. He's got his own unique style. And then he's like, look at the chassis, the connection points for the wheels as well. Like he's a nutter. I mean, if you've seen his Stomper, which is actually a gargant, like he's an engineer. So when he makes something, like it has to work.
Yeah.
If not actually work, it has to feasibly work. So you can be guaranteed there's all.
I mean, he made a stumper out of tin plate with moving parts.
And a smoke generator and like all manner of mad stuff. It's great. It's great.
Excellent. Just an amazing collection of orcs. He's got some just brilliant pieces, and this is just indicative. But like I said with Scar, like because we've seen quite a bit of orc stuff / Bad Fang stuff in the flesh,
and it's all like this. It's all
amazing.
Like this. It's
everything.
All scratch built and
everything is unique. Everything.
Yeah. He has his own style, but it's still orky as well. I like it when people do that. They have their own style and it's very unique, but it's still clearly like 40k Orky style.
The second I saw the picture, I knew who it was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Like cracking.
Yeah.
And we've got to the last one, Tommy Grimbooter's truck.
More galvanic servo hauler shenanigans. I like.
Yeah.
And old truck. Yeah.
An electric truck.
Mm.
It's very green.
Does it dream of electric squig buggies though? Just me. Okay.
Just get out.
Oh, look at that! I love how like
Oh, the other side's different as well. Ooh.
It's totally different, isn't it?
it's non-symmetrical, which
it's really
It's not something you see very often,
But it's
it's something you would expect you would see.
Mm.
You know,
yeah. Well, I can be quite obsessive about things, so I tend to force myself to make things quite symmetrical. But
yeah, I would, yeah.
Yeah, I love this. Yeah,
But you
love how
shouldn't have to at all.
No, definitely not. Oh yeah, I really like that.
He's built the cover for it. It kind of like on the front end of it. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of like it doesn't look anything like it, but just the styling of it reminds me of like Two-Face. Since you were talking about Batman,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like two stylings of the character.
There's two sides to the.
Yeah.
two
So
sides to the
this
truck.
could easily have been two different trucks, like with two slightly different styles, but it's
Yeah.
it's one and it looks good together. Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember this. Oh, it's a philosophical term, but it's like a person's boat. I can never remember the name of the thing, but like it's a concept of like basically if you replace every part of a thing, is it still the thing that it was before?
Oh, it's
By bit.
Trigger's broom.
Yeah,
yeah, triggers.
I
Yeah,
thought
no,
for a
it's the ship.
minute
It's the ship from the Odyssey, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. I know what you're on about. It's like if you slowly replace it over time, that sort of thing.
yeah.
Is it
But
a new
it's-
truck or which
But
one's
I've
the original?
always loved that idea of like vehicles in transition. Like a really, really long while ago, I had the idea of doing like a comic. I can't draw. I wanted to get a tame artist. I was going to write the story for it of this truck, and the story would be called Ramshackle. And I'm offering this freely. If someone wants to take the idea and run with it, fucking do something with it, because I never will. Right?
So you're telling
I ha-
someone to loot the Ramshackle?
Yeah, exactly. But the idea of the comic of Ramshackle is that like this little shitty looking fucking truck, and it just gets hit and taken out of the battle every time it's used, but it still manages to work, like the Toyota Hilux from Top Gear. It's like it seems invincible, and it gets this invincible reputation, and it's partly because a lot of its armor plates are from a Land Raider, so it's adamantium, right? So it is actually freaking hard already. And then all the orcs think this thing is unkillable, even though it looks terrible. And that's just the story of its adventures. And yeah, if someone wants to do that as a comic, fucking do it. You have my blessing, because I will never. I have these ideas and then I get distracted. So if you want to use that, use it.
Speaking of getting distracted, talking
Yes.
about the truck itself.
Yeah. Stay on target. I'm trying to think. I've been trying to think of a word all this time, but like basically, because my brain's not functioning at all today.
One word with you, just one.
Yeah, just one.
But talking about the truck, I like the hood ornament. Nice Smurf helmet. But
Yes.
look at the checks, the way they've been painted. Look at the white. It's like each one of them is being detailed
Yeah.
with like individual scrapes
Yeah.
and wear on
Yeah.
them. Like that's a really nice attention to detail.
Yeah.
It's
Chips and
cracking.
scratches on each one.
Yeah, on each one, like I wouldn't even be arsed with that. I'd just like dry brush or whatever, or wash, or at a push maybe do like some sponging technique. But that, individually scratch out your checks, like fair play to you. You've gone the extra mile in my eyes.
But so I like the best way I can describe this, because my brain just will not work. The toolkit at the back, precarious. I like how precarious it looks. Yeah, I could not get that word. I was going to say it's like the Italian job. That was the best I could get. I like how it's
blow the bloody doors off.
I like how I like the fact it's like either it's gonna fall off or it's just, why hasn't it? I just like that.
I imagine it's in use. There's an orc underneath
Yeah.
doing something. Yeah. Shit, the bloody wheels are going to fall off. That's pretty cool, though. I like that.
Yeah, I really like that.
I really love the opposite side where the tracks are all covered in. That boxed inside looks awesome. I love that.
Yeah, it's really nicely done, and probably most of it looks scratch built. I don't recognize the parts. It's obviously taken a few the boxing for the rear tracks on the
it
left-hand
looks
side.
like plastic card or scratching
Yeah.
ability, Joey.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it's taken some pointers from, I would say, like a Rhino in how it's done, but it's definitely not from a Rhino.
There's still plenty bits on there. There's like killer can shoulder pads over the front wheels. At least over the left front wheel anyway, passenger side.
Yeah.
Storm bolters off of the what were those cargo bleeding containers called? You get storm bolters from
I
them.
think it was just cargo containers, wasn't it?
Well, you never know with GW, Imperious, whatever, Transportium. They're the rear part. They're the storm bolters for the gun mount with the big shooty bits then added on the front. The galvanic servo hauler tracks, and the galvanic servo hauler front.
Yeah.
Nice.
Otherwise covered
And then that
on the back, on the center wheel on the track, the running gear with the Orky glyph.
Yeah, he's put a glyph instead of the Mechanicus.
Looks like the driver body is is it from the Stomper? Is it the one who's got the cog like up on?
Yeah, it's got the cog on the shoulders, which suggests it is the Stomper one. Yeah, could very well be. And there's this one of the spinny worky bit gizmos from the, I think it's from the mech gun kit. I've definitely used it as well, but yeah, there are a few. There are a few. There are a few. There are.
OSL on the front is nice as well. He says it's not finished yet, but yeah, it's great. Nice.
Well, it's already good, even if it isn't finished.
Yeah, mean and green.
Yeah, awesome.
Well, that was the last one.
Way!
So we'll go. I was like, 14 or 15?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
If you've been counting along, why not leave a comment in the section below? or we'll just count it ourselves in a minute. So are we going to go off? You know,
and
have a I've just cogitated and have a little think, discuss, a scrap, whatever we need to do.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's
do that then. So back in a minute.
2 hours later.
And we're back. So we did quite a bit of deliberation, actually. We were going to have like runner-ups.
Cook it up now.
We did do runner-ups, and we've decided not to because, frankly, the standard is far too high.
Far too difficult.
Yeah.
The winner that we've gone with, and it is a split decision, but the winner we've gone with is Renegade. So well done, Renegade. It's really fucking good. Yeah. And well done to everybody else.
Seriously.
Everybody. There's not a single person who put a bad thing up. Like, we wanted to do runner-ups, and we talked about it, and we all had our favourites. And we're like, look, if we pick 2 people, we are excluding things that are as good. And there's so many different ways that all of them are really good. Mm-hmm. And it was an absolute bastard to pick one to be good, to be the top one.
We have all picked 3 that were right.
Oh, yeah, easy.
All different ones. We couldn't agree. Like,
we could not agree on runner-ups.
No.
And, like, it would be unfair to kind of pick, like, a 2 out of the, like, dozen that, you know, to...
Basically, there were threats of violence to make a bloody decision this side of Christmas. That's how bad it got, like.
But yeah.
Well done, everyone.
Yeah. They're all great. They're all really good. And
I'm definitely going to take some inspiration from a few that I've seen.
Yeah.
Today.
Oh yeah.
Because they're all winners. All yous and me. We're all winners.
Subtle as a brick. Subtle as a fucking brick.
Weaponize my subtlety. I can.
So yeah, that was the community showcase. I wondered if we had anything else to talk about, but I've got squad. I don't know about you.
Have you heard of our Lord and Saviour Battletech? If you are around in the Dublin area on the 12th of May, there is a Battletech event going on in the Clonsilla Inn at 7 p.m. It is free to attend, and there'll be battle mechs to use. So there you go.
And you can meet a friendly Scar.
You can make friends with Scar. Yay! Not that you'd want to really, but you know, just in case. Anything else?
Well, yeah, they did a trike, almost. It'd be very, very useful for us
The
to lose.
floaty trike, it honestly looks like it's being ridden by Roy Chubby Brown. You mean put a picture up because
Yeah, put a picture up. Yeah, there you go.
that's a niche reference, but
Do you think everywhere he flies there's just a load of people just going, "You fat bastard"?
Maybe everywhere he goes, he always takes the weather with him, huh?
Here we are again with the very British references that nobody else is going to get. It's almost like we made a podcast format of just of pretty much that. But yeah,
We made a podcast format and never put it on podcast platforms. So it's like, yay!
also there's going to be a load of really, really cool looking blue looted old school Land Raiders and Rhinos that will look good because they're not Space Marine.
yeah, there is a wicked new tank called the something or other. And no, Kratos.
The Kratos.
Yeah.
The Kratos that is totally not just a copy of the Forge World one, the Sicarus, or whatever it is.
Sakaran.
The Sakaran.
It's bigger. It's a lot bigger than that. It has got the same sort of sloping tracks in
Which
on the
it copied
side.
with a piece of tracing paper, yeah.
It's another marine vehicle which is just covered in guns. It needs to be orcified.
Yeah, it's stolen.
Every time
That's
I
all
hear
they're for.
Kratos, I just think of like God of War.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's odd.
I didn't come here to save you. Kick.
Yes.
Oh, that's terrible. I mean, these days that's going to mean nothing to these fucking Zoomers. I should have just said boy.
We get it. We get it. You're a grumpy old man. We get it.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You're
Oh,
old.
I was going to introduce myself for taking a load of pleasure in
Back in my day,
shitting on Game Workshop, but then
on the television.
Before he's decided, minute, I think he's the youngest one in here.
No, that's me. How dare you?
That's Scar. Scar's the
How
child.
dare you?
Scar is the child. He's like
You're
3
just
years
so
younger.
wise, Scar. That's what it is, you see.
I know. But he said physical age, not mental maturity. You see, you have to clarify these things.
I've got like a mental age of about 2, I think.
You'll get there at the end.
Well, -2, I should say. But yeah, I was going to introduce myself for being sort of taking pleasure in being negative, but then I remembered I'm on an entertainment show. That's what it's about. Anyway,
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Warbosses of the ApORKalypse.
yeah,
Dim shall close out the show because he was the host.
yeah, he was apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
That's a dimmy bye, is it?
Bye.
You can do better. Come on.
Fairly well, mortals. I will see you next month, probably. Yes. That is slightly better. It's what we aim for on this show. Slightly better.
Every time,
Slightly
slightly
better.
better.
Always keeping the standard. Rock bottom.
Incremental improvements. Speaking of incremental improvements, it is goodbye from Scarnier, and don't forget to drill your barrels.
Afters, dafties.
What the hell was that? Catch you on the next one, guys.
That was good.
Bye. Can you give us a song?
Bam, I am a man. Like that, you mean?
That was beautiful.
I was trying to remember.
I mean, I'm
I
not
was trying to
convinced,
remember
but
the
it's beautiful.
shitty rap thing that Wham did.
Looks like we lost Sid.
Oh, did we?
Oh, I'm back.
There you go. Did you face freeze again?
I think I might have, but I was more like this,
Deep in thought.
which is better than like for 20 minutes. That might just be me thing. Probably head down on Tuesday because I've got I've got to get some shoes for a fucking wedding tomorrow. I've got to take the dog.
Oh,
to the
congratulations.
vet. Oh, thanks very much. Don't tell the wife. I've got to take the dog to the vet's now to get his testicles chopped off.
Oh, Jesus.
And
Oh, poor little
doesn't been covered his ears. So I've been talking about it.
I mean,
So
not to be cavalier, but it will probably add a little bit of life expectancy onto him.
yeah, Well, if it stops him from pissing everywhere, yeah, it will. Bounce him off the wall if he doesn't pack it in.